I think the biggest thing about the driving range is just get there and have fun. I spent a lot of time just goofing off with friends. Naturally, I hit the farthest. Beating down the bubble, I played with the guys and my teammates down there, then ended up playing on vacation. And next thing you know, I'm trying to play at least once or twice a week. It's a tough sport. It's a sport you really got to lock into and pay attention to, and you're not going to figure it out in the first month or 2 months. But I got out there, I was terrible. Still am, but just going out there, just trying to find ways to improve myself. The competitive nature of the sport, I think, is what drives me to continue to try and learn and keep going. With the schedule that we have, I think being at a driving range allows you just, get away from everything and just finding ways to just escape, and then lock back in when you need to.
You can't say that you love golf if you can't say that you love the driving range. If anybody's trying to get into the game and you're not spending time at the driving range, you're doing yourself a tremendous disservice. It's about the experiences that you have. It's about learning about yourself, learning about your tendencies. And plus, you can have as much fun as you want here. You can let your imagination run wild. This is a special place for me. So I moved to LA and I was living downtown, and this was the closest range to me. So this was the first range that I came to, right? So when I was trying to meet people, I just felt like the driving range was always a good place. I'm always looking for the most interesting person there because it's probably something that we got in common that we need to talk about. So normally when I get to the range, I'm always looking for who got the best swing, right? He's solid, he a candidate. So stall one looked like it could be an option, you know what I mean? So it's all types of strategies to picking a stall. Some of the better players, they tend to go down to the end of the range so they could be by themselves and they try to create that space. I go in there and I fill that space, you know what I mean?
What's your handicap?
I'm not gonna say that publicly, but I get around the course okay.
Well, that's what's cool when you don't look like your traditional golfer.
Right, you don't know?
Yeah, I have no idea.
How far do you think you hit your driver?
I have a long drive trophy at my house.
Oh.
I can hit the ball, but if you see my stance on my drive,
yeah,
it's ugly. My whole game is ugly, so it's
admitting is the first step, dog.
But as a skateboarder, I know what it is to learn a trick.
Yeah.
And that takes time and time and time. Going to the range with your homie is like just as fun as going to the bar.
Exactly.
Because you're gonna have a good time. The thing is, golfing with your homie is low-key stressful, but the range is just chill because you can just kick back, film each other.
Right.
I try every time I go to the range, meet up and link up with a homie.
I mean, and I'll call it my heyday, but when I was younger, I mean, this was basically a daily occurrence. Being out the course, parents dropping me off, in the range, played amateur events through my first couple years in college.
Right.
And then at that point, I took a break from the game, and that was the first time ever that I hadn't gone to the range in months. Coming back and being rusty and not coming to the range to grind was something different.
Right.
Or like coming to the range and hanging out with friends. Like
right.
I just started doing that recently, really, for the first time.
Are you having real conversations with them about how trash they're about to be for a long time? Or do you just kind of let them?
I try to let them go. Yeah, I try to just, let the game talk.
Bro. I feel like you need to break some hearts. You owe it to them. Golf never did me no favors. So you said you grew up kind of working on the range then too, huh?
Yeah, that was, that's kind of later in life.
Right.
Worked at a golf course, picking the range, doing bag drops, starting groups, whatever it is, like cleaning golf balls. I mean, it's dirty, it's grimy, it's hard, like physical work. You've got a bucket in front of you.
Right.
There's a lot of effort that went into that.
Is there 100% chance that no ball gets through, or is it?
Yeah, we're good. We're safe.
But you laughing and it's kind of, I'll get in here with you, man.
I trust the city. They got a good insurance.
You trust the city? Oh, baby. Yo, so when you out here, do you notice a lot of people trying to hit you with the ball?
I don't know, I can't say, but I know when I was young they wanted, I stopped hitting the cart. Did you ever try to hit the cart?
Yeah, I try to hit the carts all the time. I feel like I'm about to get my karma right now for all the carts. Look at this dude. Yo, so what's the vibe of the range like out here? Is it like pretty chill?
That's the cool thing about here at the LA City, as opposed to like a private course.
Right.
Because you got people of all different ages and experience levels.
Right.
You know, it's very diverse out here.
Right.
But that's why I like the driving range, because the driving range is no stress.
So this is kind of an important range for me. It's weird because you're in LA,
Right.
but you feel very shut off, whether it's because of the hills and whatnot.
Right.
It's a unique location
Right.
in the city for sure.
Right.
That you can hardly go anywhere where you're not hearing sounds of the city.
Right.
It actually gets silent out here. And that's kind of the exciting part, you know. There's a zoo right here. Like you can hear the animals when you're on 18 over here. You see like downtown LA in the background.
Right.
It's just like, oh, this is crazy. And it's actually introduced me to that other part of the game,
Right.
which is like being casual. It's kind of just like getting out of the city a little bit.